Hey guys, I want to do a helpful video today. There've been some users I've noticed in the last week or so, maybe more than that, that have announced an activity or a challenge. They've done their best. They didn't do anything wrong, and they didn't get much participation. It didn't go as well as they thought it should. And they get frustrated, you know? And that's happened to me too. You know, we're all operating on the same level on Tangled. Nobody has an advantage on Tangled, so we're all trying to figure it out together. But I have done quite a few activities in the last 6 months, and so I thought I'd share what I've seen work better than work the best. How about that? Okay, so here are the steps. I'll walk you through these steps. Step number one is the activity has to be interesting. And that means a couple things. First of all, the nature of the activity has to be attractive to lots of people in lots of countries that speak lots of languages. Okay? Everybody likes music, everybody likes food, everybody likes cars, everybody likes houses, people like clothes. You know, find a real simple common interest of a lot of people. So that's a good step. But keeping it interesting also means that when you make a post that announces the activity, at the minimum, use a picture. A little better than that would be an animated GIF. And much better than that would be a video like this one. A face and a voice on camera that's explaining something. That always works the best. I know it's the hardest to do. It works the best though. Okay? So the next step, keep it simple. I've seen activities where maybe it's the first activity that somebody has announced, and they really shoot for the moon. You know, they say the instructions are a paragraph long. It might be 6 steps. It's like you got to subscribe to this person. You've got to include this hashtag. You have to upload this. You have to tag these. You know, it's keep it simple. Okay. You know, Cobra Helix. Play this video game, post your score. G/challenge. What's your favorite fruit? Comment with a picture. Keep it simple. And you don't have to keep it simple forever, but when you're just starting out and you're trying to get momentum, you have to keep it simple. Okay? You also have to make it clear. And what I mean by that is you have to mention what the deadline is very clearly in a universal, like UTC, a universal time zone. You want to clearly establish what the reward is. You can be a little ambiguous. You can say, I'll tip every comment, and you're not saying how much you're tipping. But if you are going to incentivize users to participate, you have to make that very clear. Okay? Now, on that, about the rewards, it doesn't seem as if a bigger reward guarantees more engagement. That doesn't seem to be the case. If it's not interesting, if it's not simple, if it's not clear, it doesn't matter how much you offer as a reward, you're not going to get the participation that you want. Okay? And you're trying to get momentum for your user or for your group to repeat this and grow it over time. And I'll come back to that in a second. Okay, the next thing is rewarding engagement. Okay? That means that your activity should, well, it doesn't have to, but this works well. If your activity encourages comments, that's good. If it encourages tagging users in the comments, that's better. Like that's how a post goes viral, right? Comment below by tagging 5 users. That's a high probability of success that's going to work. Okay, and then also with the rewarding engagement, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make your post appear on hot or top earnings, or, and this is my suggestion, top hashtags. So if you reward people for using a hashtag that's unique to the activity, and that hashtag starts to trend to the top of the top hashtags, it's going to keep momentum. It's going to help with the engagement. You're going to do well. Okay. Now, all those things being said, there's still luck involved. Okay. If you make a post and it's midnight on a Sunday, and it's midnight in the time zone of some influential users, okay? Tantali, Narone, Lil Hooligan, Seattle John, SJHW, users that can promote you, hype up your activity, make you go viral. If those users are sleeping when you post your content, you're kind of out of luck. So what you want to do is promote the post. Promoting the post keeps it on what's new for as long as you set the budget to last. If you set the budget for 250,000 millics or 500,000 millics, you'll probably pick up an extra, you'll definitely pick up an extra couple of hundred views, okay? So you can buy some luck, and I recommend that you do that. Okay, now the last step I have here is to be repetitive. And what I mean by that is if you have an idea for an activity, and maybe you're trying to gain subscribers, maybe you're trying to earn money from the activities, whatever it is, if you start simple, very simple, you're going to get people accustomed to your activity, okay? When you get people that participate, they're likely to participate the next time. So do a simple one first, as simple as possible, get the maximum engagement, then do a second version of the activity, maybe 3 days later. Maybe do 2 activities a week, and maybe do another one, the next week, then a couple days after that. Do 4 or 5 of these. Commit to doing that before you do the first one, because the first one might not work. And the second, third, fourth, fifth one, you're going to make adjustments to try to make it better. Okay? You also want to be repetitive. So I generally try to keep my challenges to 24 to 36 hours, maybe 48 hours at the most, just because that's how long, in my experience, the momentum will last. Now some people do longer challenges than that, and that's totally cool. But if you do that, you have to post reminders 1 or 2 times a day. And don't be afraid to ask other people to post the reminders and help you out as well. Okay? So those are my tips for how to host a successful activity. Of course, the caveat on this is nobody knows what the secret is. I don't know what the secret is. It's fun to run the activities, so approach it from that perspective, that it's fun for you and that you're going to get something cool out of it, whether that's subscribers or conversations or earnings, whatever it is. Don't get discouraged because it's hard, but it's doable. Follow these steps. All right? I will talk to you guys later, and I hope to see some cool activities this week.